Now, second very important topic at hand today is Ramappa Temple gets the UNESCO World Heritage Site tag. So again, current affairs, as I have already told you, is not a subject. Okay, current affairs is an extension of existing subjects. So this one is from art and culture. The earlier one that we dealt today with was from social justice. This is from art and culture. Art and culture is a very important topic from prelims point of view, because the questions in art and culture that are coming in prelims are like art and culture is not a subject in itself. Okay, art and culture is an extension of history. ठीक है, क्यों? क्योंकि history is basically study of what the timelines, okay, the story, but art and culture is about the cultural aspect of that particular time. ठीक है, like Gupta period का art and culture, architecture, what how was it? When we are trying to analyze it from the by analyzing the temples, by analyzing the mosques, by analyzing the parks, by analyzing the bags, ठीक है, so that becomes art and culture. Art and culture has become very like a tough topic for the aspirants of UPSC to deal with, because they see it as a subject. ठीक है, art and culture in itself, one cannot, like, if you have not done your history syllabus, you cannot go for art and culture, because you will face difficulty. Because what the differences between the Mauryan and the Gupta period, ठीक है, when did the temple architecture begin, okay, what was the feature of Gandhara art, है ना. तो गंधारा आर्ट पढ़ने के लिए आपको समझना पड़ेगा कि हेलेनिस्टिक इन्फ्लुएंस कैसे आया, है ना. तो रोमन आर्किटेक्चर कैसा था, क्योंकि या ग्रीक आर्किटेक्चर कैसा था, या पर्शिया में आर्किटेक्चर कैसा था, क्योंकि इन सारे इन्फ्लुएंसेस के बाद ही गंधारा आर्ट का इवोल्यूशन होता है. ठीक है, तो लाइक बैटल ऑफ हिडेप्सिस 326 BC, या जो भी ऐसी इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं, these important things that we read in history is going to have an implication in art and culture. ठीक है, आफ्टर द इन्वेजन ऑफ अलेक्जेंडर, उसके बाद बैक्ट्रिया ऑक्सस एंड रिवर केयर, बैक्ट्रिया में कैसे शाकाज कुशानाज आए, और ये सारी चीजें. तो आप व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू स्टडी हिस्ट्री, देन यू विल ट्राई टू एनालाइज, यू विल एक्चुअली बी एबल टू फिगर आउट कि हाउ these foreign influences affected us and when. Okay, that is why it is very important to go through ancient history. R.S. Sharma book very religiously, follow it very religiously. ठीक है, at least 3 to 4 times you should go for it, and then any standard textbook that you are getting in the market about art and culture. ठीक है, but very important thing is कि बस history पढ़ के art and culture भी cover नहीं किया जा सकता है. You need to study art and culture as a separate subject as well. Okay, but reading, a thorough reading of history is a prerequisite, that I would say. But to each his own. If you find any other way that suits you, it is good and well and good. Now again, why news? Because abhi recently there was a summit going on in China, that is UNESCO World Heritage Site Committee Summit. ठीक है, it was a meet of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee. कौन सी कमिटी? UNESCO World Heritage Committee. वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज कमेटी. तो यहां पे 2-3 चीजें हुई थी. द फर्स्ट वन वाज कि इंडिया का रमप्पा टेम्पल हैज नाउ बीन ग्रांटेड द स्टेटस ऑफ वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट. ओके, वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज कमेटी. लेकिन तो वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट, नाउ वी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड 2-3 थिंग्स कि व्हाट इज यूनेस्को, what is World Heritage Site, what is Ramappa Temple, and what benefits are going to accrue to the Ramappa Temple once it has been inscribed into the UNESCO World Heritage list. Okay. Now, first of all, what is a World Heritage Site? तो UNESCO का एक कन्वेंशन है, ठीक है. 1972 में इजिप्ट वॉज गोइंग टू मेक अ डैम. ओके, उस डैम से क्या होता, एक वेरी फेमस एंशियंट टेम्पल ठीक है, एंशियंट इजिप्शियन टेम्पल वॉज गोइंग टू बी सबमर्ज्ड. तो what UNESCO did here was UNESCO started a campaign against so that the Egyptian government can be disassociated from making the dam. And in that campaign itself, the cost of the campaign itself was $80 million. Okay, $80 million. And it came from 50 countries. 50 countries basically, ठीक है, 50 countries contributed this fund to stop Egypt from building a dam that will submerge an ancient Egyptian temple. ठीक है, तो वहां से स्टार्ट हुआ. 1972 में एक कन्वेंशन साइन हुआ. ठीक है, यूनेस्को कन्वेंशन ऑन वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट्स. ओके, that came in 1972, and this convention detailed the guidelines for conserving, preserving and promoting the natural as well as cultural heritage. So world heritage sites are of two kinds. The first one is natural, ठीक है, the second one is cultural. ठीक है, one more category is there, it is called mixed. Mixed, that is important from both natural as well as cultural point of view. इंडिया में खांचनजोंगा, ठीक है, जोंगा नेशनल पार्क is a mixed world heritage site. It is the first and the only mixed heritage site of India. Kanchenjunga National Park. It is in Sikkim. Okay. तो यहाँ पे एक तो इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट आ गया कि इंडिया का वन एंड ओनली मिक्स्ड हेरिटेज साइट कौन सी है, दैट इज कांचनजुंगा. नाउ नेचुरल हेरिटेज साइट, अगर हम नेचुरल हेरिटेज साइट की बात करें तो कोई भी बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व इज अ नेचुरल हेरिटेज साइट. ठीक है, लाइक वेस्टर्न घाट्स. ठीक है, कल्चरल हेरिटेज साइट में रामप्पा टेम्पल कैन फॉर एग्जांपल, ताजमहल फॉर एग्जांपल. ओके, तो आप समझ गए कि नेचुरल और कल्चरल कैसे होगा एंड मिक्स्ड कैसे होगा. कांचनजुंगा इज द ओनली, कांचनजुंगा नेशनल पार्क इज द ओनली व्हाट mixed heritage site of India. Now a world heritage site is a landmark or area. Landmark भी हो सकता है, landmark like temple or a church or a mosque. ठीक है, एक building, ठीक है, that is a landmark. Or an area, okay, like a wildlife sanctuary, like any area that is having specific cultural or natural importance. With legal protection, an international convention administered by under an international convention administered by United Nations, UNESCO, ठीक है, United Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Now World Heritage Sites are designated by UNESCO for their historical, scientific और other significant. तो हमने ये देखा कि मेजर 3 headings हैं. The first one natural, second one is cultural, the third one is mixed. Now ये क्या important है कि it should have a cultural, a heritage site should have historical, scientific, cultural, okay, या कोई ना कोई importance associated होनी चाहिए उसके साथ. अब एक अगर साइट, अगर वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट लिस्ट हो जाती है, ओके, तो what is the benefit? सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट तो ये है कि there is a world heritage fund. ठीक है, there is called a world heritage fund. ठीक है, once a site gets listed to as a world heritage site, then the country where that world heritage site presides or is present, है ना, तो that country can seek for help from world heritage fund that is maintained by UNESCO. ओके, तो इस फंड से फाइनेंशियल हेल्प मिल जाएगी. सबसे पहला इंपॉर्टेंट तो यही है. दूसरा इंपॉर्टेंस ये है कि that country becomes eligible for expertise, okay, that from like expert help also, ठीक है, for the conservation, preservation of that specific site. ठीक है, like अगर ताजमहल वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट लिस्ट हो गया है and if India does not have the expertise of maintaining it, ठीक है, तो India can seek help from both financially and help of an expert from UNESCO so that India may be able to protect its cultural heritage site of Taj Mahal. Okay. Now World Heritage Sites are designated by, okay, that we understood. Okay. Great. Now what WHS convention, as I told, UNESCO, it was signed in 1972. Okay. It was signed in 1972. It aims to protect and preserve natural and cultural heritage. Convention as a World Heritage Committee. अब World Heritage Committee, इस कमिटी की ही मीटिंग चल रही थी चाइना में, जहां पे इंडिया के रमप्पा टेम्पल को प्रोवाइड किया गया है वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट का स्टेटस. ठीक है. इट हैज 21 मेंबर्स. ठीक है. दीज मेंबर्स आर द सिग्नेटरीज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट कन्वेंशन. WHS कन्वेंशन का जो मेंबर्स सिग्नेटरीज हैं, इंडिया इज अ सिग्नेटरी ऑफ WHS कन्वेंशन. इस कन्वेंशन में फॉर एग्जांपल 180 या 160 जितने भी मेंबर्स हैं, उसमें से 21 मेंबर्स इलेक्ट होते हैं हर 6 इयर्स के लिए. ठीक है. लाइक इंडिया, इफ इंडिया गेट्स इलेक्टेड तो इट विल बिकम अ मेंबर फॉर 6 इयर्स. बट व्हाट कंट्रीज फॉलो प्रोटोकॉल कि दे वॉलंटरली रिजाइन फ्रॉम देयर मेंबरशिप आफ्टर 4 years so that new members can be provided with the opportunity to become a part of that committee. Okay. तो now we understood कि total WHS committee की membership कितनी होगी? 21. इसका प्रेसिडेंटशिप भी होती है. Currently it is with China. That is why this summit is going on in China. Okay. The members are elected for a period of 6 years. The World Heritage Committee examines the application. Okay. Ramappa Temple was in the tentative list since 2014. Since 2014. 2014 में गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया पुट रमप्पा टेम्पल इज इन तेलंगाना. तो रमप्पा टेम्पल के बारे में अभी हम पढ़ेंगे डिटेल में, लेकिन फर्स्ट वी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कि 2014 से टेंटेटिव लिस्ट में था. अभी टेंटेटिव लिस्ट क्या होता है? टेंटेटिव लिस्ट इज द लिस्ट ऑफ द दोज कल्चरल या नेचुरल हेरिटेज साइट्स विच द कंट्री कंसिडर्स. ओके. लाइक इंडिया का कोई टेंटेटिव लिस्ट है, उसमें बहुत सारे मॉन्यूमेंट्स या नेचुरल हेरिटेज साइट्स हैं. टेंटेटिव लिस्ट का में होने का मतलब है कि दिस कंट्री और इंडिया, विच एवर कंट्री डेजिग्नेट्स इट्स लैंडमार्क और एन एरिया एज अ टेंटेटिव लिस्ट, तो इट कंसिडर्स दैट पर्टिकुलर साइट टू बी ऑफ वेरी utmost नेचुरल और कल्चरल इंपॉर्टेंस. टेंटेटिव का मतलब टू बिकम, मतलब थोड़े दिन में इट शुड बी कंसिडर्ड कि इट शुड बी एग्जामिन्ड फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू दैट इट शुड बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ साइट ऑफ वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज. ठीक है. तो अगर इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि टेंटेटिव लिस्ट में पहले डाल दो और ग्रेजुअली इट विल ग्रेजुएट टू वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट. ठीक है. तो 2014 से दिस वाज इन tentative list, and then in 2019 a committee on historical findings did examine it, like WH committee examines. तो इंडिया के एप्लीकेशन को एग्जामिन किया और इस टेम्पल का भी एग्जामिनेशन किया, एंड नाउ दे हैव प्रोवाइडेड दैट रमप्पा टेम्पल विद द टैग ऑफ वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट. Okay, now this is the temple. I want you to have a very detailed look. This temple is the Ramappa temple. It is a very distinctive features. The first important thing is that it is situated in, I would like you to focus on this first one. This is Kakatiyas. These are Yadavas and Hoysalas. So Kakatiyas, Yadavas and Hoysalas were the successors of Western Chalukyas. Okay? Western Chalukyas के successors थे, and they were contemporary. Okay. They basically, after the fall of Western Chalukyas, they declared themselves to be the contemporary or the flag bearers of the Chalukyan kingdom. Okay, that is why their architecture also has a bearing of the Chalukyan architecture. Actually, it is an extension of Chalukyan architecture. Now we are going to deal in the architectural details of the temple right now. But first of all, this Ramappa temple is situated very close to वारंगल. ठीक है. वारंगल फोर्ट में भी ककाटिया आर्किटेक्चर का बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग रिप्रेजेंटेशन है. वारंगल फोर्ट ऑल्सो हैज अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ ककाटिया आर्किटेक्चर. तो अगर कोई क्वेश्चन आता ककाटिया आर्किटेक्चर से रिलेटेड, तो इट विल कंटेन आइदर रमप्पा टेम्पल और वारंगल फोर्ट. ओके. नाउ this was the map. Okay, is in Telangana between the Godavari and the which कृष्णा, ठीक है, दिस रिवर, कृष्णा रिवर, कृष्णा और गोदावरी के बीच में ये जो जोन है तेलंगाना का वो वाला. Now if you look at the temple itself, this temple is having a very technologically sound, like it is having very, okay, first of all it was built around 1200s, ठीक है. This temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva, okay, Lord Shiva or Rudreshwara, ठीक है. This is the deity. Now Ramappa, why is it called Ramappa? Ramappa was the person who designed and built it, okay. तो Ramappa was the person who designed and built it. तो एक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज यहां पे ये देखने को मिली कि द टेम्पल इज नेम्ड आफ्टर द पर्सन हु बिल्ट इट and designed it. He was not the king, he was not the ruler, he was not the governor. He was the person who built and designed it. Now यहाँ पे बहुत important चीज है, दो important चीजें हैं about this temple. You can see that these are granite blocks. ठीक है, and these are also composed of granite. Fine. But the rooftop is made of brick. The rooftop is made of brick. Even this is made of brick. And the very important thing about this brick is that this brick is porous and it floats on water. It is so light that it floats on water. But its strength is around 30 kg. That is, if a weight of 30 kg is put on one brick, it will not be broken. That means it is very strong brick despite being porous and very light. When it becomes very light, the whole weight of this Vimana on these walls become very less. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हमने दो चीजें देखी. Most of the ancient temples, this is a medieval temple, ancient temples were made out of like brick. ठीक है, but this temple has two important things. The first one, that the walls, these walls, okay, these walls are made up of red sandstone. Okay, the walls are made up of red sandstone, but the Vimana is made up of porous brick. Porous brick, okay. And the third important thing is the pillars. The pillars are made up of what? Granite. ठीक है, granite is the hardest rock. But we will see in our next slides that how the people who made this temple had a very fine knowledge and understanding of lathing out the granite. Granite is the very like hardest of the all rocks, but it can be lathed, and the kind of luster and polish that has been maintained you will observe now. So what we observed about the temple is कि first of all it is on a very high podium. It is around 6, the podium is around 6 feet. ठीक है, the podium is around 6 feet, and then these roofs and the Vimana is made up of porous brick. The second point. The third point is walls are made up of red sandstone. The fourth point is the pillars are made up of granite. The fifth point is it is dedicated to Lord Shiva. The sixth point is it was made by Ramappa. Ramappa was not the king, neither the governor. He was the person who designed and built it. Okay, and that is why this temple is named after him. Now Rudreshwara temple, because it is dedicated to Lord Shiva. ठीक है, and inscription it was made around 1200s, तो 1213 का एक inscription वहाँ पे मिला है. It was made under a general, or we can say because of the feudal kind of military organization in that time. ठीक है, तो General Recharala Rudra Reddy, he commissioned this temple. He was a general of Ganpati Deva. ठीक है, Ganpati Deva was the ruler, Kakatiya ruler. It is built of red sandstone, okay, sandstone, decorated beams of granite and dolerite. Inner sanctum is made up of lightweight porous, ठीक है, lightweight porous bricks, so that the brick also floats in water. This is very important discovery about the brick. Now Vimana of the temple is hollow and is made up of highly porous bricks which actually float in water. Walls are made up of red sandstone. Wall is made, as I told. Pillars are of granite. Now this is the kind of, see, the image in the background is a pillar, okay, and you can see that pillar has been lathed. Such kind of excellent lathing without the use of technology in itself is a magnificence. You can see the pillars in detail here, okay, you can see the pillars in detail. See, these pillars have been, these are one mono shaft. This whole portion is a mono shaft. It is not cut, okay, but you can see the kind of lathing, cylindrical lathing, that represents the excellence that the people achieved in polishing the stones in that period of time, okay. The second one is ki this was kind of pillar support, again a technological, okay, a technological brilliance, how to shift the weight of, see, this is a pillar, okay, this is a pillar, and if a body rests on the pillar, the whole weight falls on this. But what they did was they used granite slabs to support it like this, ठीक है. तो इससे weight ऐसे shift हो गया, and that helped a lot. That helped pillars a lot. Using this mechanical and all, like engineering, I would say, these granite slabs were used to support the pillars, ठीक है. इन pillars को support करने के लिए granite slabs, and these granite slabs are very, like Hoysala painting, Hoysala architecture is also having a very exquisite carving. But the stone that is used in Hoysala painting is soapstone. It is very soft. But these stones are granite, ठीक है. Carving anything out of them is a very hard thing, okay, because they are not soft, they are very hard. But the kind of architectural or the kind of sculptural perfection that you see here, that represents the kind of architectural and sculptural brilliance that people have in those times, and that is why it represents human excellence, and it should be under the World Heritage Site, okay. So very important thing about this is pillars, okay. Another important point about this temple is the use of sandbox technology. Now what is sandbox? Sandbox is nothing but putting the whole temple over a like podium of sand, okay. This whole material is filled with sand, okay, but it is not in such a way that the sand is not having direct connection with the land. Why? That will allow the sinking of the temple because of its weight. What people did was, people, to prevent this from earthquake, the wave from earthquake, okay, they filled it with sand. Now sand will absorb most of the waves that originate from an earthquake and prevent the structure. So sand acts as a foaming device to absorb the shock. So it is also a very excellent, like kind of mechanical engineering, structural engineering, civil engineering, okay, a demonstration of excellent civil, structural, mechanical engineering, in the sense that it is protected from earthquakes also, okay, by the use of sandbox technology. Sandbox means making a box without, what happened if this column was not present, this bar was not present. If this bar was not present, the sand and land will mix, and the sand will compress the land below it, okay, and the temple will start sinking. But a whole box was made, okay, stone ka, and then sand was filled in it, and over that this temple was made. So of course protection bhi ho gayi, okay. So that is the architectural brilliance of Kakatiya rulers. It is dedicated to Lord Shiva. This is the side section view, cross section view of the temple, okay. So this was all about the Ramappa temple and how it got the World Heritage Site status. How World Heritage Site status is going to help it, that we detailed it all, okay.